Hello, Divine Soul Tribe. I'm back again with another message and reading. Hello, YouTube. I'm Divina. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. It's nice. You don't have to share. I'm quite happy with that. I am available for private readings. Contact me on the email address in the description box below. I do not reach out in comments. I hope you enjoy the show. Wow, and reading. Okay, guys, so as you can see, the title today is Are You Done with the Shadows? Which is basically like, are you done with your spring cleaning? Because I am still talking to people that are still struggling to let go of some aspects of what they've experienced during, their traumas and stuff. And it is time to let go of these things, because these are the little things that hold us back, just the little bits that we struggle with, Anyway, so the reason that I am talking about this today is because the other day, well, I was going to do this yesterday, but I was busy. Anyway, so I was watching a TV show called Shadow and Bone on Netflix, right? Second season's out. It's good. Get your eyeballs on it if you're that, aligned with that sort of stuff. Anywho, so this guy called the Darkling. So the basic concept is you've got the Sun Summoner and the Darkling. I can't quite remember what his power is because he's got a conglomerate of them at this point now. She is obviously the light and he is the dark. He's been around for a few hundred years and he summoned this thing called, I can't remember what they call it. I've been watching it. Anyway, so they are ultimately counterparts. Anyway, you can tell what the dynamic is. He's a narcissist, she's a healer. But her powers are supposed to heal the world. Anyway, or heal their lands. Anyway, he goes into this dark shadow thing. I can't remember what they got, the darkness or something like the fold. That's it. They call it the fold because it's like a fold of darkness, dark shadow. Anyway, he ends up going in there at the end of the first season, and everybody's like, he's gonna die, he'd be dead, because he was a tyrant. Anyway, he survives, and these shadows take him. Well, they don't take him over. He takes them on. Anyway, he gets ripped to shreds, and his wounds won't heal properly. So he goes to a healer, or he forces a healer to help him. And she can only heal his wounds to a certain degree. They wouldn't heal anymore. Now, the shadows in him, basically like demons, but shadows, demons, they needed, for them to survive within him, they needed the wounds to stay somewhat open, right? So the concept was, I'm going to have to do a talk on that. Because, so, say for argument's sake, the shadows are the people in your life that don't want to see you ascend, that don't want to see you heal, that don't want to see you grow. They need those wounds to stay open. They need to be able to dig in and get to you some way, shape and form where you're weak. You're weak where your wounds are. So the question is, are you healed enough to be done with the shadows, to release the shadows, to get rid of the shadows, i.e. people, places and things? Are you strong enough in yourself, are you healed enough in yourself to say no more? You can't do this to me, you can't keep me stuck. Because there's been a lot of ish going on, and as much work as you've been doing, that's another thing that came up. This is deep. So that show is about, people that do magic and all kinds of stuff. They've all got different gifts and that. some people have a few different gifts, some people just have the one gift. Anyway, so we know that there has been a lot of witchcraft and spell casting going on within the collective. There she goes. If you don't like it, off you pop, stage left. I ain't got a problem with that. Right, but we do need to get into it, because as we've seen on our Witchy Wednesdays, and sometimes when, you know, Spirit wants to take us over that side, there's spell work going on. Who's doing this? You. This is the thing. If you're not healed quite enough, then these things are going to catch you off guard. Can't have it. So you have to let go of the shadows. You can't keep, oh yes, okay, you know, trying to appease people because you don't want to upset them. They don't care about upsetting you. And as much as you don't want to hear it, it's a weakness. So you have to stand strong in yourself. And, you know, set your boundaries and stick to them. Because that's part of healing those wounds, is setting your boundaries and sticking to them. All right? So then that brings me over to the divine counterparts bit of things, because I have spoken to a few people over the last few days, and there unfortunately seems to be a lot of confusion and despair over the counterparts. And this is coming from people that have been doing the work. So it's like, how much work is left to be done if you're still getting caught off guard? Oh, but no buts anymore with this ish. This is the thing, right? If you're still in that energy where, because the thing is, right, not all of you, some of you, small percentage, your counterparts are involved in that nonsense, or they are around people that are involved in that kind of practice, because it keeps coming through. It's collective. So, and it does keep coming through. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just go and type in on YouTube divine counterparts, or twin flames, divine masculine. Just type it in and see the kind of titles that come up. Confusion spells, love spells, backfiring. It's all backfiring because they keep, well, they shouldn't be doing it anyway, but some of you, if you've got unhealed wounds, are going to get caught off guard by it. Why are you still allowing that to happen when you know about the telepathic communication? Right? It's because they want your love back and they don't know how else to do it. And then you get confused. Oh, I was doing, this is what I keep hearing, I was doing really well, and then dreams. This is the one. So they come in the dreams, and do you know, this is something that used to be said, if you start dreaming about them, that they're going to come on in. Right? Well, I dream about a lot of things anyway, so like dreaming about strangers, like, it's not going to be anything odd to me. But for you guys, you who know who your person is, and you start dreaming about somebody or your person, and you're done with that because you're moving forward, ignore the fucking... I've got the jar today, guys. I've got the jar. F-bombs are going to be 10p. Get started. At the end of the week, you guess how much money's in there and you can have a free reading. I'm going to have to set charges. Anyway, we can go over that in a minute. You guys have got to work on these shadow aspects that you feel are keeping you bound to these counterparts, right? Some of them know what they're doing, others don't, right? They're just doing it without realising, because they don't realise they have these gifts. Anyway, This is the thing, guys. They're trying to manipulate you. If your person's about that life, they're trying to manipulate the situation. Even if it's just a case of they're looking at your pictures, going over old messages, right? They're trying to soften you up for their impending return. Now, you have to truly heal from you. Even if at the very least you need to close down that cycle of or that cycle that you've been through with that person, your person, because you know it was traumatic enough. You need to shut it down. You can't go back to the same thing. And quite honestly, if you're experiencing uncertainty, confusion, and that sort of stuff, then you haven't healed enough. Because there's still a wound for them to get in on. Just saying. And there's no shame. You know, healing is an ongoing process. So 11/11 when I said that. It's an ongoing process. But the worst thing you could do is convince yourself that you've done all the work. That's what you need to be doing. Oh, why am I? Because yes, we did see that in the witchy deck. They was in the kitchen. Hi, Marjana. They was in the kitchen doing binding spells and herbs. Now, this could have been whoever the third party is, because we know that a lot of your people are in third party situations, and we also know that a lot of your people are around people that do these sorts of things. So you don't know if they was trying to bind your person and then you're catching a little piece of it, or your person's trying to bind you to them. Either way, you need to heal what haunts you. It's obviously one little thing if you're still getting into that. Because the thing is, this is the thing. This is what I've been trying to get my Divine Soul Tribe to realise for years. These people, your divine counterparts, because, you know, well, it's divine counterparts. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock when I said that. Your divine counterparts, majority of the ones that I've been counselling you with, are narcissists. So they try to steal your love, coerce your love from you, even though you was trying to freely give it. It wasn't the way they wanted it. It wasn't predictable enough for them. Well, you weren't predictable enough for them. What they don't realise is that unconditional love is earned. And it's freely given. You don't just snatch and steal it from somebody or trick them. That's what a lot of it is. That's what a lot of it is. I mean, it's the ultimate narcissistic trick, isn't it? Let me just go and do some kitchen magic, binding spells, and make them love me. Bit like that sex magic. Fucking. Wands of darkness. This is it. Do you know what I think a lot of the panic is with you guys? I'm not going to meet anybody else. I might as well. There's billions of people in this world. Granted, most of them are clones or not even real people. But, well, clones aren't real either. But anyway, there's plenty of actual other beings. I'm not going to say humans because they're not humans. But there's plenty of other beings out there for you to love. For you to be loved by. Heal your wounds. Do your best to move away from somebody, or because even if you choose to go back to your counterpart, if they've healed, you still, they're not going to be the same person. It's going to be somebody new. They're going to be somebody new because they would have had to release all the aspects of themselves that were toxic, right? If that's not the case, and that's not going to be everybody, don't be panicking. You'll get sent a true divine counterpart. Now, might not necessarily be your twin, not the one that God ordained for you, because they didn't want to walk in the light. They didn't want to heal. And that's not a reflection on you. That's them. That isn't you. That's them. You can't force someone to love you. You can't make them see the light. You can't. If they want to stay in the playground, leave them there. They get left. Right? But I promise you, God will send you what you deserve. Which is a true divine masculine. A true divine masculine. That will give you true divine love. Not something you need to beg for. Not something you need to prove your worth. Not someone that constantly puts you in a test you can never pass, because just one more test. Yeah? Someone that just wants to give you nothing but true, unconditional, divine love. I have seen it happening. Right? You weren't sent down here on a twin flame mission to work alone. You was not. The thing is, this is the thing with the counterparts that don't want to heal, right? This is the thing. They pushed you guys away, because I hear it all the time, back and forth. A few people have been doing it, oh my God, for like 5 to 10 years. Anyway, that's the definition of crazy, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. If you're going to keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. And they are not going to do anything different if they do not have to. Anyway, you were sent to them to help them heal. That, and vice versa. So you were sent to help them heal and bring them to the light. And they were sent to help you heal, to release your shadow aspects, right? You know, all the things that make you, well, not everybody's codependent, but, you know, I suppose in a way you have some dependency issues, abandonment issues, you know, however your dynamic plays out, however it does, right? They were sent to help you heal those wounds, and you were sent to help them heal their wounds, right? They don't want to heal. If they refuse to heal because they're too busy playing their silly little narc games, you will be under control. You will do what I say. You will become predictable. What can you do? Because the thing is, the more you stick around trying to help them heal, or trying to convince them that, you know, they should let you help them, you're just going round and round and round. And what you're doing is you're holding on to your shadows. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Let it go. Because if holding on to the concept that you must be with that person to either ascend or to start mission or complete your mission or get fully involved in it, it's the definition of crazy. You do not, I repeat, do not have to be with that person. Because if they are still operating in the spirit of Lucifer, narcissism, they're not divine anything. They're distorted. Duh. And you've healed enough to become, well, you're always divine feminine, but you're in your divinity. Why on God's green earth are you going to continue to give your divinity to somebody that's distorted? They're not earning it. They're not acting like they deserve it. Especially if they're in kitchens doing freaking binding spells. Or even at the very least, I'm going to have to put some money in this shop. Should prepay. Even if they're sitting looking at your pictures, pleasuring themselves, that is manipulation. That is a form of magic, like a come to me spell. Pardon the pun. Reading your old messages, talking to your pictures is a form of magic. Don't get it twisted. So if they're out there doing that instead of ringing you or messaging you and asking for forgiveness or trying to talk to you, why are you allowing them to plague your mind? You were sent to help them heal. They don't want to get better. And that's not for everybody. Some of your counterparts will be doing the work. I know they are. Right? This is basically what I've got written down. And then we can get into it. Because I'm going to actually get my witchy cards out as well. If it takes a really dark turn, then we'll have to do Divina's Dark Corner. Anyway. Because this is the thing, right? They keep refusing your love. They keep turning it away. Your unconditional love is what helps them heal. They don't want it, right? Oh, he came back. We had a great time. Da 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 da. He said this. He said that. 3 days later, Casper's back in town, and so on and so forth. They come in. They siphon your energy. And you freely give it, and this is the thing, if they are still operating in that low vibrational energy, they have attachments at the very least. I'm going to start getting a little bit passionate because it's irritating the shit out of me. Because the thing is, you've got to get in there and get deep on it, and people don't like that. Oh, I don't want to hear that. Don't hear it then. But continue your little game on the hamster wheel. They're still coming in that low vibrational energy, siphoning your divine white light in that way. You're giving them permission to open up another wound that you've just healed. Now, is that what you want to keep doing? Or are you ready? Do you want to continue to have a broken heart, or do you want a caring connection? Because behind that broken heart is the garden and the gate. Now, as we've established before, this girl's she's got the key on her neck. I don't know if you can see that. See that? She's got the key on her neck. Feeling trapped. It's 22, and there's 2 people watching this at the time. Right? That's union numbers right there. Oh, there's somebody else watching as well. Right. Behind this broken heart, this is like, do you know what this is? For some of you, this is your person. Feeling trapped and bound in this garden. They want you trapped and bound to them and their misery. They need to heal. You cannot be their comfort blanket. This is the problem. You guys have been their comfort blankets for far too long. They need to go and heal. But they get themselves all tied up. Out there chasing this bounty, yeah? They want all the good things, and that's what got them all tied up, the 3D aspect of life. Because they weren't operating out of their heart space, they were just running around looking for blossoming abundance. So they kept their heart to themselves. They tried to, but you're the one holding their heart now. Because if they're in the kitchen doing binding spells, and they're in the kitchen doing confusion spells, love spells, sitting there looking at your phone, you got their heart. Looking at your pictures, going over your old messages. They're trying to figure out ways to get back with you. Because now they appreciate you. They appreciate you now. Apparently we're getting into it. And listen, they could be facing hostilities around them because they're trying to get away from their current situations that they found themselves in. Or this is them within themselves arguing with themselves. Why do I feel like this? Why don't I just let it go? Why won't they just do what I want them to do? Because you've healed. Now don't allow them and their weakness to draw you back into another cycle. Stand your ground. They need to realise that these adjacent possibilities were not the door to value. The healer, you, were the door that they needed to go through. So that's why they're taking action. Because they know you've still got a soul contract. Now, just because the soul contract is still open, this gonna be them. Trying to hide how they feel, talking shit. They'll come on in. Look, I told you, look, they're out here doing magic. This is the thing. They're deceiving themselves. They're deceiving themselves into thinking that they can control this situation. Oh, if I just say the right thing, they'll take me back. If I say the right thing, they're out here trying to do magic, thinking of how to do the most. The thing is, these karmic cycles have got to close out. And the balance needs to be restored. Cannot make it up. Balance needs to be restored, and they need to close out these karmic cycles. Yeah? So, they've got to get out of this energy thinking that they can come on in and talk their way out of this shit. A few magic words. Oh God, I didn't know that was going to go that way. So, these karmic cycles have to close out. You need to be strong and get out of your head. Don't allow that shit to be swimming around your head, right? The angel of balance is in the house. Do not, unless it is in alignment with your divine soul purpose, let it go. So what if they're your divine counterpart? So what? So what? If they are not opening a door to personal healing and happiness for you, don't walk through it. Don't. That's it. This apparently is going to be all about the person. Look. This is the thing. They got deceived into thinking that where they went was this. But it left them empty and depleted. But there's a storm coming. This is like the Tower card. Some storms are there to clear your path, and that's what this storm's for. Yeah. They want you to be confused, right? Because they're jealous that you've healed. Now, they do love you. I'm not going to say that they don't. But they don't know how to do it in a healthy way. All they know is how to be narcissistic and come on in and steal your love. Because they don't know how else to do it. This is the thing. They don't want to take the chance that you'll say no. I said that the other day. They want to make sure, they want to do it, they want to come in such a way that you can't say no. That's why they're trying to, what's the right word? What's the right word? It's not butter you up, prime you. Get you ready for their return. Because they want, look, this is all they want to do. They want to come through the door to romance with the angel of love. Because the angel of love has been around slapping their ass. What are you doing, mate? This doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman. Masculine energy is masculine energy, right? Because they've been like this. What do I do? How do I go? They know what they want. They know. They've been shown. They've been told. The angel of love's come through. Open the door to... They've probably been having dreams. That's probably why they've been popping into yours. Well, unless, of course, they know how to manipulate and they do actually do magic. They could probably do that shit anyway. However, thinking about you could be just enough. They've had dreams about you, right? And whatever happened in those dreams, you was in there and they were shown that this love through the door, hi Sam, this love through the door It's you. But they've got to clean out their basement. All the things that keep them bound to the shitty lives that they live. Oh, money. Right, so F-bombs are going to be 10p. Shit. I've just put 5p in there for that. I suppose I've brought so shit, piss, twat are all pennies. Alright, I'm going to have to write all this down. Bastards and arseholes are 5p's. F-bombs are 10. If I get really, really passionate and a C-bomb gets dropped, that's a straight up pound. We ain't even messing around with that. Alright? But while I was just doing the charges, that was for free. I've just dropped 5p in there. I'm going to have to do a swear jar. I can feel it coming, like, so I know I'm going to get passionate. They need to clean all this up, right? And this is the thing, this is the problem. They're struggling because, where is it? They're all tied up. So, hi Simone, hi Simon even. You just, if you genuinely want to be with your person, right, about the pound, straight up pound if I do a C-bomb, it's as simple as that. Like, and at the end of the week, right, if you can guess how much is in the jar, you get a free reading, right? So you just have a little bit of patience, but have patience with yourself because you guys are still healing. There's a time on this clock. I'll get my glasses on. Hmm. 11 minutes past 10 it's on that clock. Oh, the 11th of October or the 10th of November could be significant. That's the 16th, 6th of January, the 1st of June. Could be significant. Anyway, well, I suppose it would be significant if, indeed, the time on the clock is significant to a date. See, it's getting deep today. Right, so if it's significant to a date, that's roughly about 6 months. And we did see that come through the other day, about 6 months from now. So that would take us through to October. November would be pushing it a little bit, but that might be the period of time it's going to take you to do the proper healing, the necessary steps for you to come into union with your counterpart. But they got a lot going on in the background, their community. It's giving them anxiety. Again, we know that your person likes to play in the playground. And like I said before, you reap what you sow, and so shall you reap. How's your farming skills? But your first eye is opening up. And you can see your way to a happy family. They can see their first eyes opening up too. I told you, they've been having dreams. They've been getting messages about who you are to them. So if they come in with their foolishness, their silly little games, send them on their way. Because that'll be them. One last test. Let me see if this works. Off your pop. You know what their energy is like, so don't let them come to you with that same crap. Hi, Paul. Because, look, they come near you, they better be matching your energy. Woman holding a coin, man holding a coin. That's like the King and Queen of Pentacles. If they are not matching your vibrational frequency, off they go to the left. Because they still ain't right. They can't be in this energy trying to get you to be in this energy, all confused about what you want to do, how you're going to go about it, if they ain't got a plan, if they ain't in the right frame of mind, if they haven't healed, and if they're still trying to manipulate situations, they haven't healed and they're not welcome up the stairs of the path to the stage. They're not. Because the thing is, if they can't get up them stairs, they're not allowed up them stairs, because if they haven't healed, they can't come up the stairs. They have to go off and do some more of this. And that's why the patience, right? So, okay, the dates might not be significant to you, but they might be significant to someone. I mean, for crying out loud, that could be someone's birthday. The 11th of October, the 10th of November, the 6th of January, or the 1st of June. Could be. I'm only going with it because the clock caught my attention, right? But you all need to be recovering from everything that you've been experiencing. We've experienced these things our whole lives, so it takes time, right? You just got to accept your path and walk through the door to spirit and accept your spiritual self. And it does take a lot of strength to do that. And here we go again with the sacral chakra. Why is it blocked? Come on, guys. Because this is where all your creativity is held. Yeah? Your ideas for the future. How you're going to implement them. How you're going to move forward. How you're going to generate your new opportunities. Again, with the moon cycles. So we've got about 2 weeks. Anybody that follows the moon cycles will know. About 2 weeks. To come up with a strategy as to how we're going to complete our journey to go and get our crowns. So we're royalty. No, that's a lie. That's the third chakra and that's the second chakra. So you've got to have the confidence, that's why the strength card came out, to walk through the door to spirit, sit down and form that strategy to continue this path. Right? Because you are the sun. Don't dim your own light. Shine. Get that thinking cap on because we are on the way to victory. Bust that crown chakra wide open. Walk away from your attachments. This is literally how I started off, talking about attachments, your shadow. And that's the last card. Well, you've watched me pull them all out. That's the last card. Walk away. Say sayonara, arrivederci. Adios. Bye-bye. Because that's what's holding you back. That's the thing. Anybody, because it's not about places anymore, things, you can give up these things. All of you can, and I know you can, and I know you've all got it in you, right? You can give up all these bad habits. That's not a problem. It's the people that we become attached to. That's why it's an attachment. Demons attach themselves to people and they just ingest them. They attach to them. I see them looming over people all the time. And if you watch that Shadow and Bone, you'd see, this is the thing as well. The guy, he can release the shadows whenever he wants. I mean, he is very powerful, but he can release the shadows whenever they want, but they won't let him heal. As long as he has these shadows in him and he is of the belief that he can control them to a certain degree, he won't heal properly. He can't, because they can't allow him to heal. Because if he heals, he can't walk away from them. They're attached to him. Now, something's going to happen soon, because this is coming. It's coming. Now, some attachments are easier to get rid of than others. Others take a little bit. But look, I've just split the deck. You're going to have to do your level best, because otherwise you just, like I said, it just goes round and round in circles. It doesn't necessarily have to be your counterpart. Look, there's that community. So you know, people, it's the people in the background. It's who you class as your community. This is the thing. Oh, I can't not talk to that person. I've known them all my life. Do a review. Sit in the energy of the judgment card, which is basically just reflecting on your life and how you got to where you are. And if there's certain people around you that make you feel uncomfortable, that have always made you feel some type of way, that you're always going out of your way to appease because they get upset, narcissists, them people there that you're always trying to please, but they never do anything to please you, yeah? Do a review on the whole friendship or the whole relationship. And any time that you've needed them and you've actually asked for help, because I know most people in my Divine Soul tribe are not the first people, they're not going out there, I need your help. It's probably the last thing you do out of pure and sheer utter desperation, because I know I ain't that one. If I ask you for help, it's because I need help. I don't ask for help unless I actually really desperately need it. Right? That's just how I am. And I know most of my Divine Soul tribe are like that. Just reflect on that one person and the relationship with that one person, how it's gone down over the years. Just even the last 10 years, let alone the whole time. Yeah? You want things to go the distance. You want to be in what you class as home with your person. You've got to do the healing. You've got to walk away from these attachments. And sometimes your person is the one that's got an attachment. So sometimes you've got to walk away from them until they go and they heal what haunts them. Because you can't be expected to clean it up. Right. TikTok. Come on. I ain't got time for this. Ugh. Just want some peace. Please. No more of this crap. I'm going to actually do some cards on those two there. Get that out. Look, you will God will give you the perfect opportunity to deal with situations. I promise you that. You will get that. I'm taking that. New life. Because that's what's round the corner. It's scary, yes. I don't want to let go of that person. So, it's difficult. I get it. It's difficult. It's hard. No one wants to let go of somebody that they love or they care about. But if that person's not showing you that same energy, what are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? We're going to look into this attachment, storm warning, and this walking away. Because it's the storm that's going to cause you to walk away from the attachment. Then we can look into them. I'll get some nice cards out for that. I want to use my Karma Bill cards. Right, let's get the Light Seers deck out. I'm trying to just split the deck to shuffle. There's Two of Swords, indecision. Look. I'm not even shuffled yet. What did I just say? That's the Lover's card. What did I just say? For most of you people, it's going to be your person that's got the attachment. I don't want to walk away. I know. I get it. I was there a few years ago. I don't want to have to walk away from somebody that I thought was my person. Not saying it's not your person. It's just an example. It's not easy to do that. But sometimes it's the best thing you can do. But to make them realise that you're not going to tolerate it anymore. Because let's face it, someone sticks around, you're not going to do anything different because you don't have to. You know this, you and your High Priestess energy. Right. What's the storm? Please. I'll take them. Heartache. You're walking away from that person, leaving them out in the cold. I suppose it's going to have to make them go within and love themselves. Because that's the Queen of Cups. They have to go in and find themselves, find the emotional balance within themselves, accept who they are, and accept that you are their happy ever after, and see the signs and the gifts that come to them. But that's not going to happen until they feel broken and alone, empty. This is a thing. As long as they can get away with it, they're going to do it. It's the same as children. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, energy's fluid. This is normally, because this is the Knight of Swords. Hi, Boops. This is normally, the Knight of Swords is someone that rushes in, yeah? How about that's you rushing out? Away to get some peace and clarity. Because once you walk away, your person will come running towards you. But they'll be running in that same energy with that attachment. Where's my love gone? My warm fuzzy blanket. You've got to stop being a comfort blanket. You've got to stop being a comfort blanket. You've got to. The thing is, this is a destined, God-ordained connection, right? So, it might not be the right time now, but it's your destiny to be together. But true divine counterparts don't torment each other, don't cause and inflict pain upon one another. All they want to do is see each other happy and content and at peace within themselves. However that may manifest, right? And you can't continuously, you've waited long enough for your happiness. Now the thing is, you want a victory, you want to be there at the docks when those ships come in, you've got to walk away from this. Admit defeat. That's the biggest problem here, is admitting defeat. But it's not defeat. It's not. You did your best. You did your best to help that person heal. Yes, they might be sorry, but they need to grow because they're at this infant stage. And until they have until they're pushed to that point where enlightenment, they can't walk to the light because they're comfortable in the dark. They've got to go through this death and rebirth. And so have you. It's the last little bits. The thing is, oh yeah, we all think that we've done the work, we've done the healing. It's ongoing, it's never ending, it just continues, right? There's always something, there's always one little thing. It's like when you start getting mad and you're cussing your person or someone that's just got under your skin, and I'll tell you what, and another thing. It's always another thing. There's always one more thing that you've got to bring up that they've done that's pissed you off. But this is the thing. This death and rebirth is what causes this mental conflict. It's the reflection. Look, yeah, because it's in a mirror. Look, it's the reflection of what has been going on. Now, reflect and release. You don't reflect and hold on. Reflect and release. Let it go. So you can accept what's on that chariot and continue to move forward towards your full overflowing cup of love. But you've got to give it to yourself first, and your person's got to learn how to give it to themselves. That is not the way to do it. The King of Wands, yes, he's very focused, and he goes and he gets what he wants when he sets his sights on it, but he's still the King of Wands. Now, you could be the spiritual badass and whoop your demons' asses, your attachments' asses, so you need to teach your person how to do it for themselves. If, however, they don't want to do that because they want to reside in the dark with their shadows, then you have to step back. You're an earth angel. You can't give anymore. You can't give from an empty cup. You've been a spiritual badass. You've beat your demons. No. Because that's another thing as well. They're going to come in, try and, and snatch you or dignitize you. No. You're an angel. And some of them are still fooling around with third parties. Why would you want them to be bringing this to your house? Because they're having trouble releasing their shadow side. Let them heal. It will take some time. It's like that that card that we see, you know, the patience card. That's the same thing. It's the same as temperance. Only difference is they gave us a time. 11 minutes past 10 on the 10th of November or the 11th of October, the 6th of June or the 1st of, the 6th of January or the 1st of June. Those were the numbers on that card. And also what 16 breaks down to a 7, which is ascension. So just have some patience. Anyway, they need to release the 3D aspects of themselves to ascend, so that you can have this reunion, if that's what you want. If that's what you want. So, some of you may have them blocked, or you just might be in uber defense mode, which is fair enough. Because if they're still playing with these things, you need to defend yourself. Yes, you might be a spiritual badass, but you're not silly enough to let somebody covered in this to come to your house. Unless they're in this stable energy, matching your vibrational frequency, they haven't done the work. They need to walk away from all the things that no longer serve them. You need to do the same. You're on your spiritual path. They need to step onto theirs, walk towards the light, which is what you're doing. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing what needs to be done to heal yourself. So they must do the same. So that they can come in and match your energies, what I said. Okay? So that is that for there. This energy here, healed inner child that's stable. Yeah? Then you can grow together. Be happy. This is the Page of Wands. Look, embracing their magic. Leaving their old troubles behind. I'm not going to keep going because I want to get into it with these ones. These ones here. So they need to be in this energy, letting go of all the things that no longer serve them, all the things that held them down, all the things that kept them burdened, because that's the Ten of Wands. This person is clearly leaving home. And they've just taken a few things with them, what they need, the essentials. Like, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag. That's why you're here when this card comes out. Yeah, look. 2 tens. The Ten of Wands and the, hi Yasmin, the Ten of Wands and the 10 of Swords. That's the end of burdens, the end of betrayals, the end of feeling stabbed in the back and left for dead. You've got to be this energy walking away, and this energy of walking away. Those birds are messengers. They're telling you enough's enough. Keep moving, look, towards the light. Take what you need and keep it moving forward. Take what you need from the situation, right, that you've experienced, and keep it moving forward. Yeah? That's not to say you have to completely let go of your person, but let go of the situation, let go of the person that you was dealing with. Because if you want something new, you have to tell them and show them that you will not accept anything less than what you deserve. Someone that matches your vibrational frequency. Someone that's stable. Someone that's nurturing. Someone that's giving. Someone that's caring, compassionate, kind. Someone that you can work with. Someone that you can grow with. Yeah? Where are you at? Where's the bloody king? Oh, I can't find him. But you've got the, there he is. The King and the Queen of Wands, right? These two are spiritual badasses. They whoop demons' asses for breakfast, yeah? Then you've got these two. These two and more 3D aspect of things. They've got their ish together. Oh. What did we say? What did we say for, it's 5p. I can't keep repeating these words. It's costing me money. So look, you've been out here doing your work. Your person needs to go out and do the damn same thing. Unless they do, snip that shit off. That jar's going to be full up by the end of this week. I don't care, we're going to get into it. I'm wearing blue, so we've got a lot to talk about. Right. You need to start seeing things from your heart space. And that's your person as well, because before it was all about 3D aspect of things, what's going to make them feel better, what's going to make them look better, how they're going to be rich, how they're going to look good to everybody else. All that kind of silly nonsense that's not really relevant. It's not relevant to how you love someone. It's not relevant to how someone loves you. Oh, but they like me if I've got this. They're not important if they only like you because you've got material things. Oh, I've got to have the nicest car. Why? Oh, because they'll like me then. Who cares what flipping car you drive? Are you a good person? 55 was on the timer then. That's big, massive changes. So hopefully that's telling us that your person, your counterparts, are going to release that foolish notion that they have to have this and they have to have that, otherwise they're not respected by this body, they're not respected by that body. If somebody only respects you based on what you have in the bank or what car you've got sitting outside your yard or what wallpaper you've got, they're not worthy of you or your time and attention. Oh, you don't wear those trainers, you don't wear that brand, you don't have that handbag. I don't care what handbag, what brand my handbag is. If it's got heavy enough stuff in it and you're getting under my skin, you're getting whooped with it the same way as a designer handbag. It's got to whoop your ass the same way. Right. Come on now. They're superficial people. Only low vibrational people are concerned with those things. Oh, I've got to look like this, I've got to look like that, I've got to have this, I've got to have that. Why? This dress is from Primark and this headscarf is from Amazon. The most designer thing I've got on at the moment is my headset and it's Sony. I don't care. If I like something, I'm going to buy it. I don't care if this dress costs me 20 quid, which it did cost me a bit more than cost me 20 quid or £120. Do I look any different? No. It's like I was having a conversation. I was around somebody's house once and there was a few of us there. I can't remember what was on the telly. Something was on the telly in the background because one of the people then was actually watching the telly. I think it was like, is it Love Island? No, it wasn't. It was some stupid reality TV show. They was cussing. This person's out there was cussing somebody on the telly about their watch. Oh, look at their watch. It's not even designed. I said, what's your point? Oh, well, I'm not going to repeat what you said because I'm going to have to charge myself money to put in. Look, it's coming along nicely. Oh, it's this and that. Right? Does it tell the time? Yeah? So what's the difference? If I go out and buy a £20 watch, it's going to tell me the same time as a £2,000 watch. No? Yeah, but what? Why are you trying to ridicule someone that's not even in your face, they're on the telly, for their watch? That just goes to show what kind of mentality that person had. So you judge somebody's character based on what they're wearing, what design label it is. Makes sense. Those people there are the kind of people that I can't be around, because They actually upset my soul, if I'm honest. It irritates me. Irritates me. Anyway, that's just an example. But this is the kind of energy that I'm getting from here. They are too busy trying to impress other people that and worrying about this, that, and a lot of it will go back to the childhood, with the childhood wounds and stuff, because they are not, because that's what they felt they had to do to fit in. They had to have this. They had to have all of the latest this and latest that and da-da-da-da. No, it's not the way it goes. Anyway, so we've got clean it up, TikTok, peace, serendipity, and a new life. Put these cards away. I'll put down there, and we're going to get into it. So, clean it up. Start with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands. That's how they see you. Very confident, alluring. That's why they want to keep coming in that King of Wands energy. Not that it's because, not just because they're a match, because they're very passionate about you and they can't help themselves. But that doesn't make it okay for them to be that way all the time. Oh, they're going to come in quick. Anyway, clean it up. Knight of Cups. That's what they need to clean up. Their slickness. Because, okay, we've got the Knight of Wands. That's generally the playboy of the deck. However, this one still does the in and out Casper crap. God, here we go. Penny for that. Don't know if I put that in the list, but penny for that. Got to write this. It was 1 hour, 2 minutes, 3 seconds on oath. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get better, I promise. Right. No, I'll do that later. Right. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the charges. Right. Anyway, they come on in and they love they're the love bombers. The king, the Knight of Wands is the wand of darkness. So they'll come in all hot and heavy, and this one will come in with all love bombing. They might have a mix of the two, but they have to clean their act up when it comes to that. They can't keep coming in juggling you like that. They can't. Telling you this and telling you that. Being deceptive to try and get what they want because you've always got your defences up. But you've got no choice at this point because that's how they're always behaving. It's time to clean up this kind of pattern. That's what that is. You've got to clean this pattern up. Stop letting them come in like this, in and out, juggling the situation and being deceptive to try and get what they want. This is not going to work anymore. So keep your defences up. TikTok. Let's have a look and see why. Because look, there's the 10 of Pentacles. You've got a legacy. TikTok. Yes, they might be being held back by a family situation. That might well be the case. However, this is you. You've got a legacy to start. You've got a legacy to leave behind. And they've got to come in and apologise, right? It's definitely a family situation. But there's your 2 tens, right? We had that earlier. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. And these are the other 2 tens. Obviously from a different deck, however, but that means this is what you're in line. That's why it's TikTok. This is what I'm telling you. I've been telling you, and I've been telling you, and I've been telling you. Right, TikTok. Because I'm telling you, God is going to drop a high-level soulmate, a.k.a. Cupid, in your lap. And I told you, if they don't come correct, not like this, they need to clean that ish up, right? They have to clean that ish up if they want this with you. If they want to be the one that you're in that picture with. Because if they don't, tick-tock, God said, you're running out of time, mate. My divine soul tribe, my chosen ones, they just want peace. That's what I'm going to give them. They're going to have a good family, stable family line. They're going to be able to leave a legacy behind, because they're going to have their happy ever after. They're going to have that. So if they don't come in and apologise, tick-tock, they don't come in correct to collaborate with you properly, not in this energy of being sneaky and deceptive, right? They don't enlighten themselves, get away from these third-party situations and all this anxiety. The tower moment that they're going to face is watching you have a new life. That's what they'll face. And all they'll be able to do is stand back and watch while you sail off. Because they've got to go through this. It was 1 hour and 5 minutes and 55 seconds when I said that. 1:55. 15:55 actually. They'll have to stand back there and watch you have that with someone else. That new life. If they want that with you, they're going to have to do this, because you just want peace. And it will happen, because it's been happening. Because one way or another, I'm telling you now, God is slowly but surely sending someone in that's going to bring justice to your life. You won't even see it come in. Boop. You can meet him at the supermarket, you can meet him in the at the bus stop, the train station. It will be right place at the right time. Like, oh my God, if I didn't go there today, I would never have met that person. It'd be one of them situations, I'm telling you. Mystic Tory put a video out, and I thought I'm going to leave that alone today, but obviously it's relevant. Put a thingy out, and I see, because she writes on the thingy, on the thumbnail. Actually, I'm going to come out of this and go and have a look. I'll tell you what she said. Oh, where is she? There she is. A divine masculine has several powerful spiritual gifts and was ordered by God to protect a divine feminine. So he combined their chakra systems to know when the enemy attacks, so that he can act as an avenger angel to protect their birthright, proposing a life together as quiet billionaires. I'm ready. I'm open to that. A fellow avenging angel with several powerful spiritual gifts, ordered by God to protect a divine feminine. Bring it on. I ain't got no problem accepting that. Literally, that sounds to me like exactly what I put an order in for. So I don't know about you, dealing with these toxic, distorted masculines. Because that one there, that one there that drops into your life in a serendipitous moment, that's you two working together with God. Hi Claire, that's you two working together with God. Fully enlightened. That'll be a nice strong man that will come and claim his feminine, not some distorted mug that likes to play in the devil's playground because they're too busy trying to impress everybody else. Right, so new life, peace. Well, let's have a look and see what we're saying with the peace. There you go. you heal your wounded inner child, and the person that God drops off for you is going to be a vibrational match that you would have shared some past lives with. No more. No more fighting these battles all the time, feeling like, oh, just one more battle, just got to keep going. I'll be all right. Stop. Enough. You've done enough. It's time for you to have peace in your life. Isn't it time? Haven't you suffered enough? Do you not want this divine partnership? Look at that. Look. Compared to this. You want peace? That's a 23. 2nd of March, 3rd of February, or it's a 5. 5s are for changes. Look how happy these kids are. That's your wound. Look, you cannot make this up. This is your wounded inner child. And then you grow together. Look at that avenging angel looking after you. I can't wait. I'm going to leave cookies out for him and everything. Look, I can't make them up. They're going to come on in and give you all this love, this divine love. I'm waiting. I'm not waiting, I'm expecting. I'm expecting my counterpart, avenging angel, to turn up to give me all of this. Passionately. Yeah. Because I'm accepting my magic. Are you going to accept yours? Are you? Brand new, passionate beginning in life. In love. Plenty of opportunities for you to continue to grow and evolve. Tap into your creative energies. Peace will be restored. That is going to be your new life. Look at that. Stable inner child that grows in a healthy divine relationship with an overflowing cup of love. It's 11:11 when I'm talking about this. I don't want to hear none of it. Oh, but it's not my person. Good. Your person did this to you. Kept you bound and trapped in your own heads. Why would you not want a divine an avenging angel? That's like John Wick. I told you, people there. Don't accept anything less than that. That's John Wick. Come in and give you all of this and make sure that you don't have to stand in this energy anymore. You don't have to, because they've got you. That's what I was talking about the other day. That's literally what I was talking about the other day. It's enough. How you've always got to be in defense mode. All ready, always ready. Why does anybody want to be in a situation like that, a relationship like that, where you've always got to be ready for the next test? Why? Why can't you just be ready for the next surprise of love? Oh, I wonder what they're going to do today to put a smile on my face. What can I do to put a smile on their face? If that's not the way you're thinking in your relationship, you're in the wrong relationship. Huh? And at this point, it's not even about being a mug or anything like that. But if somebody loves you the way you deserve to be loved, truly, unconditionally, to the very core of who you are, from the core of who they are, all you're ever going to think about is what you can do to put a smile on their face, to make them happy. What do you like? What have you never done before? Da-da-da-da. All of it. Because that's going to be your mission towards your person. They love you properly. You love them. Well, it's not even properly, is it? It's healthy. In a healthy way. Huh? No more of this. No more sorrow and regret. Only spiritual warriors together. Fighting your demons together. Fighting demons together. Because you've both got the same magic. To protect your birthright, no more confusion. No more chaos and conflict. Because you're stable now. Because you recovered. Yes, you did. God said you got the job. It was 1 hour and 14 minutes and it's 44 seconds. Here you go. That's the divine number. That's the divine soul tribe. The 144,000. Got the job. Brand new stable beginning. Finances, career, home life, everything. That's your foundation that you lot can see my table. It's such a mess. This is what you're getting. Because do you know what? That avenging angel that comes in to look after you and protect you, they're healed. These two kids grow up to be these two adults doing this. Now, the baby doesn't necessarily have to be a baby. Could be a business together. But either way, you're going to leave a legacy behind. And I've been telling you that for weeks. In fact, I think I've done that. When did I do that reading? Either it was at the end of January or it was the beginning of February. But it was a while ago now because it's the end of March now. So be expecting to get some messages. If it's from your person and they're still distorted, please leave them where they are in the playground to the left until they get right. And if they don't get right in time, tick tock, God said, I got you. I got something good for you. And I keep telling you this, the person that gets dropped into your lap will be good to go. The break in case of emergencies, top tier, knows your love language, and then some, all the love languages, you'll be spoilt for choice. But your love language will be their first language. You don't have to teach them. You don't have to write them a war and peace novel. Hello, Magdalena. You don't have to give them a war and peace sized novel on how to treat you. They will just know. Anytime you feel down, they'll be there, ready to look after you. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Not because you need it, but because you deserve it. You ordered by God. I'm telling you. I'm so happy. That's your John Wick. To protect your birthright. Proposing a life together as quiet billionaires. Expect a message. I'm going to tidy this table up a little bit. It's a mess. But I just, listen, took a little while to get into it. But here we are. Listen, we're getting the 144 deck out and then we're going to have a look at this witchy stuff because we know that there's been some spell work going on at the very least. I am not about to I don't know if I want to I don't want to take a risk with these R&B mixes. Oh, okay, let's do an 80s nostalgia mix. Love the 80s. Yeah, showing my age, I know. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Right. How you doing? That's the Margie got T, the Chosen Ones, 144 deck. Royalty at the bottom. Royalty, that's you. That's why God's sending you an avenging angel to protect you and your birthright. Because you deserve it. With several spiritual gifts. Your third eye is awakening. First eye, I should say. Angels are protecting you. Margie got the tea. Go check her out. She ain't all about love stuff. She will be there giving you messages, telling you about your divinity and stuff like that. It's time to shine. Yes, it is. You've got to shine your light on the world. I keep telling you this. And sometimes my tea parties, the tea comes a little bit early. And then the others, they like, yeah, this, that, and the third. It doesn't matter when it comes. Take your flask. Go get your tea. Your name holds power. That's why God's sending you an avenging angel, a divine counterpart, a vibrational match. What you deserve. Tick tock. So if your person doesn't want to lose their spot, Told you, you'll get. And this is the thing, I know I could hear you lot going, oh wow, it won't be my counterpart. How could I possibly be happy? Blah, blah, blah. Because they're not distorted. They're not full of demons that they have to fight. This will be a fellow angel. But it won't be one like us that's been dropped down here having to live through a karmic cycle of karmic families, karmic friends and, family members and all the rest of it. Situations to resolve this and to resolve that, to learn these lessons. That's been in a training. No. Mm-mm. This one will be stable. This one may well have had some stuff. They will have healed. High level angel. Because you're royalty. Your name holds power. It definitely holds power. We've all been here before. Right, I'm gonna get a couple of cards out of here. Right. Highly ranked in the spiritual realm, but we know that anyway. Why do we know that? Maria. I hate when this happens. Because you're this. Spiritual warrior S. And God is sending you your spiritual warrior, an avenging angel, to come and protect you and look after you and love you in the way that you deserve to be loved. They're going to love you the way you try to love everybody else, the way you do love everybody else, and it always gets thrown back in your face like it's never good enough. I know this because I've been there myself, and I've had to counsel many of you through this. Not, they don't want your love, they don't want to accept it, it's never enough. But this one sent by God, they'll have nothing but love for you. Do not worry, because you're a Jesus descendant. You're highly ranked in the spiritual world. Dream mess. What did I say to you earlier, in that bit earlier, that your counterpart, we're just going to call it counterpart because they're not divine at the moment. They're still in their distorted energy. They have been getting dreams about you. They have. Told you. Just split the deck. Go make it up. You have a big mission here on earth. And I'm telling you now, I have not got a problem leaving anybody in the playground. If your counterpart doesn't get it together, because God said time is almost up. This one, where's my glasses? Let's have a little look, because there's a clock on there as well. Ten. 5, 6, 7. 10:07. So the 10th of July, the 7th of October. That's the time on that clock. 10:07. Right? Oh, look, there's some other numbers floating around. So we should have a look at those. 15, 6, 7, 13, 14, 2, 1, 8, 9. There's quite a lot going on there. So, okay, so 11/5. So it could be the 5th of November or the 11th of May, right? 15/6 or 15/7. So the 15th of July or June, or the 7th of June or the 6th of July, right? Because 15 breaks down to a 6, but that's not a month, is it? So then we've got 13 and 14, that could, and then a 2 underneath, so that could be the 13th or the 14th of February, if that's significant for anybody. And then we've got 1, 8, 9 down the bottom. So the 8th or the 9th of January, or the 1st of September or August. Or we've even got, yeah, the 14th or the 13th of January or February, right. See, the thing is, I'm an intuitive card reader. I mean, yeah, I do know the meanings of the cards and stuff, but, you know, they're not always going to have the same meaning every time you read them. They're just not, because the stories are different, aren't they? How they unfold, right? Anyway, you have a big mission here on Earth. So those numbers there, they could be people's birthdays, they could be significant dates, but on the actual clock, it's 7 minutes past 10. So, the 7th of October or the 10th of July, take your pick, right? I'm not going to get into star signs because that's really irrelevant at this point. I don't really bother getting into it because everybody carries the same energy and most people have got multiple signs in their birth chart. I mean, me personally, I've got 2 fire placements. I'm a fire sign, but I've only got 2 fire placements. I'm mostly water. I'm basically, it's a bit cheeky calling myself a fire sign, the amount of water I've got in my chart. And my other quite big placements are earth. So it doesn't really matter, how you show up. What your star sign is, because it doesn't really make any difference. But you have a big mission here on earth. You're here to do what Jesus did, or what they say he did. Yeah, leave a legacy behind. However, you don't have to die to get your name in a book. Well, you don't want it in that book, but that's beside the point. I'm not getting into it. You're highly ranked in the spiritual world. That's why you're getting sent an avenging angel to match your vibration. We're taking God's ambassador. God loves you that much. He's sending one of the big boys down. Well, he sent me down here to get you lot on it. Starseed. Spend time alone. So you need to get in touch with yourself and go digging in deep. Meditate. You're an empath. You need time out anyway. I'm going to get the dinky deck out on this. And then I'm going to look at the witchy stuff because I'm nosy. Right. Get that out. I'm going to put these away. TikTok. Right? So, you know Wagwan. I don't have to explain that. Don't panic. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can actually feel it. Oh, I don't know about you. The stuff that you lot have had to endure. Endure. Well, you haven't had to endure it. You chose to endure it. After a certain point, it's a choice. It's self-harm because you know what the coup is. Yeah. But look. Where'd he go? These healed children grow up to be these divine counterparts. That's just a representation of what I'm saying. Like you and your person are healed, or the avenging angel that God has sent to protect you is operating from a stable inner child space. Grow into that. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. That is what we all want, is it not? No more of this energy, the Ten of Swords, feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back, left out in the cold all the time, abandoned, overwhelmed, burdened, all these responsibilities that aren't even yours. Most of the time it's stuff that they dump on you. Yeah? Get in that energy. Heal the inner child. It's funny, because look, this is about your spiritual self. You have to evolve on a spiritual level to start, well, not to start walking your path, but you have to evolve on a spiritual level. Because that's where all the, that's where what ails you is, in your spiritual body. That's where the attachments go, to your spiritual body. And they manifest physically, like mental illness, addictions, yeah, bad habits, other illnesses. Listen, if you get in touch with yourself on a spiritual level, I promise you, you can attribute almost all dis-ease to a spiritual problem. Honestly. And if you practice certain things, which aren't, this is not witchcraft, it's just basic stuff, you won't get sick. Because you're taking care of your body. This is your best. That's why people say your body is your temple. And most 3D muggles will be like, oh, that's all guff, yeah, that's all that when they say that spiritual stuff. Let's just keep eating processed food. Let's keep going down the pub drinking loads of alcohol because I like to get drunk. Let's keep the... Stop. Them kind of people there, don't be around them because they don't want to listen. Fix yourself. Fix yourself inside out. Inside out. You deal with all of your emotional problems, right? Your emotional inner problems, and you're great. And you won't need another person to love you because you love yourself. But you become more attractive because you're happier within yourself. This is the thing, Divine Soul Tribe. When we are unhealed and we're wounded, we're vulnerable. The same way, and this is the thing, don't forget that the narcissists are the dark empaths, you're the light empaths. So they push, 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 you take, right? The same way, once you get to a certain point in your life, you can spot an arc from the other side of town, yeah? They can spot somebody vulnerable and emotionally vulnerable and needy. They can smell you. It's like a dog smells fear, right? They know how to get in there. They know what to do. So if you've got a wounded inner child, they know how to play on it because they've got a wounded inner child as well. They just operate differently. They're operating from the same place, just in a different way. So they know what they're doing. They know how to get to you. Still standing after all this time. Turn that up. True survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Still standing. I'm still standing. Yeah. Why? Because I'm highly ranked in the spiritual world, like you guys. Why? Because I've got a big mission here on earth, just like you. Because we are God's ambassador. That's why. That's why we're still standing, despite everything we've experienced. Ever did. Like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I don't get a little bit too excited. After all this time. Ace of Pentacles, you damn skippy, because you're God's ambassador. Why would you not have the Ace of Pentacles? Because you're the Empress. And you're in line for your Four of Wands, because you've got a big mission here on earth. This is another thing as well, guys. I know you guys have struggled. You've been through a lot of hardships. You've had to do this and you've had to do that. And it's like, oh, you know, this is another thing I keep seeing, right? It's 1:33:33 on the clock. When true divine counterparts are together, they are literally nothing but abundant with each other. Well, not with each other. Their lives together are nothing but abundant. They have everything they need. Honestly. So when you're with your true divine counterpart, you won't feel in this, you won't be in this energy of lack. You won't. Because the thing is, you will feel like you have everything you've ever needed in this whole entire world. Do not worry. Because you're God's ambassador. That's why you're still standing. That's why you're still going. That's why. You're ready to get started. You're ready to balance things out. No more juggling. Take a leap of faith. Because you've got a big mission here on earth. No more feeling indecisive. What way do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? Don't go left. You've gone left your whole life. Keep going right. Yeah? You see things from a different perspective now because you've been activated as a high priestess. Yeah? Because you're tapping in to your spiritual powers. You're highly ranked in the spiritual realm. You've got to unlock that stuff. Unlock it. First eye got to be open first. And to do that, you've got to recover from all the things that held you back. These attachments. Not necessarily, you know, your person. It could be certain friends and family members that have held you back. Even like those people at a job that you do or you don't like, and they're always on your case. They're attachments. They are designed to upset you. What are you going to do? It's like Spirit says, you know, you've spent, yes, look, that's the Three of Wands. You've spent enough time watching the ships over there in the horizon. They're coming in to dock. They're on their way while you're spending a bit of time alone in hermit mode. You know, they're coming anyway. Don't worry. Anything, like when it comes to jobs, like so look, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. I did say this to you before. If you feel like you need to get a new job because you're not happy where you are and it's getting uncomfortable, people are getting on your nerves, you feel like you're getting put too much on or da-da-da-da, and you keep waking up thinking, oh, how can I get out of going to work today? It's time to move it along. Don't wait until you get made redundant or something like that happens. When it's time to go, it's time to go. God will show you through the people, through the workload. And I know everyone's like, oh, sometimes I've been like that. Are you really applying yourself? Are you really making the effort to keep it moving? Or here's another thing that kind of holds you guys back from moving forward is looking in the wrong direction. Do not worry. You can't be staying up at night in this anxious energy. What am I going to do? You'll do what you're led to do. This is like, when I was trying to leave the care home, I was like, I've got to stay in care. That's my calling. I'm supposed to help people. I don't know how to do it. Now, originally I wanted to work with 16 to 25-year-olds because that's a really dodgy age, isn't it? Like, this is a very big developmental age, period of time in their lives. And they kind of get forgot about. So I was like, I want to help them, you know, get them on their path so that they don't feel so confused, they don't mess up. Because also as well, between 25 and 30, is when, 27 and 30, is when you have what is called Saturn return, which is like a karmic cycle. Can last up to that 3-year period, maybe just a little bit more. Go and look it up. I'm not going to go into it now. But, yeah. So I kept looking for jobs in care, doing something like that, and it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. And in the end, I went back to cleaning. Still helping people, just in a different capacity. It's the Ten of Swords in the reverse, so don't worry. No more of feeling this way. No more. The King of Cups, yeah. Telling you. This person will come in like they are a descendant of Jesus. I'm telling you. With their magical spiritual gifts. Yeah. Magical Page of Wands. So expect a message from your person in the not so distant future, because they are trying to manifest you back into their life. But I'm telling you now, TikTok people, if if they come in that same stupid energy and there isn't this Six of Pentacles energy coming from them, equal give and take, things brought back into balance, you better be in that Queen of Swords energy and have your knives sharpened. Snip, snip. Mine are blunt. Gosh, we sharpen them. It better be like that. Otherwise, you're going to have to be like that. That's too many. That really is too many. There's about 10 cards there. Nine of Pentacles. Listen, that's the devil energy. And the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh. You've got to emancipate yourself from any low vibrational energies. If that includes your person, that includes your person. You've got to leave them where they are. All right? Because they're sitting there watching and they're waiting and they're feeling defeated. They know what they need to do, and if they don't do it in time, I promise you, and I don't know how many times I have to tell you, you will be sent literally a gift from God to match your energy as the Empress. Right. I'm gonna get that little witchy deck out, because from the people that I've been talking to recently, I say talking to, counselling, there's still a lot of this confusion stuff going on, and I am still seeing it in these video titles, which is concerning. I'll be honest, I find it quite concerning that there's anybody out there still doing magic. It's disgusting to think that. This is another thing as well that kind of gets me, like, if your counterpart is sitting there, especially if they know they're doing it as well, if they don't know they're doing it, that's one thing, right? That's just them acting out of desperation because they're obsessed with you and they just can't let go of the connection, because that's what it's got to now, because their love spells are bouncing back. Can't get them off my head, get them out of my mind. What's going on? They think you've cursed them. That's what. So see this title. They think it's your fault that they can't stop thinking about you. Maybe if you weren't such a manipulative so-and-so. Look how good I've been. Now it's costing me money to swear. Because if they wasn't such a manipulative so-and-so, instead of trying to coerce the love out of you, then they wouldn't be in this situation trying to manipulate you. Manipulation is a form of spell work. Spell work's been backfiring tenfold minimum. So, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from this deck, and then if we need to go to the dark corner, I'm going over to film that, because these aren't really for Facebook, you know. But at the bottom of the deck is that binding stuff. High Council. I'm going to do those in a minute. Right. Take on me. Love the 80s. Magic. Not magic. Wish that was the case. High Priest. This is not for all of you. This is just for some of you. Some of you, your person knows fine well what they're doing, and they are definitely out there intentionally doing spells. Not for much longer though. Praying to the horned god. Still with that not magic at the bottom of the deck. I told you, ritual magic. I'm just going to get a couple of cards out. Oh wow. I'm going to have to take this off. That went all the way over there. Crystals, amplification. I'm going to say to you guys, charge your crystals, get on it, make sure, look, go to holistic.co.uk. They've got loads of stuff on there, very reasonably priced. 1:44 on the clock, an hour and 44 minutes. Again, it's the 1:44. So go and get some crystals, charge them, protection, do your spirit baths. They are out here trying to do the most. I'm going over to the dark corner for that. So I will I'll do that in a bit, and we'll start off with those cards. I will post the link for, okay, it's an hour, 44 minutes and 44 seconds when I said that. Right, I will post, when I've done it and it's uploaded, I will post the link for it if you dare to go to the dark corner, but I'm not going to be doing it on Facebook because that's a personal choice if you want to go, because they are not out there just doing kitchen magic, they're kitchen stuff, they're not. I've got a special deck to go and find out exactly who they're working with. My occult deck. Anyway, the High Counselor on this, I've been telling you that. Can't make it up. You lot are that I'm taking that. Right. Passed over loved ones, you've definitely got people watching you and looking over you. They are trying to give you support right now, yeah? Sun energy, this, look, illumination, growth, God energy. Because you're God's ambassador, why would you not be carrying God's energy? I told you, you need to get right by this full moon cycle comes through and the High Counselor on it. Evolution, information and potential. Information from source, because you're in your divinity now and you're being enlightened. Illumination, enlightenment, it's the same thing. Source energy, God energy, divinity, it's the same thing. How is that coming out the same? You, Hawthorne, balance in the elemental kingdom. Oh, dragonfly, that just dropped on the floor, so I'm taking that. Transformation, magic, and illusion. What have I been telling you? What have I been telling you? Look, this is what I'm doing. I've got to go and do something else for Divina's dark corner, because them masculines, them distorted masculines that are your counterparts, it makes me wonder how small of a percentage we're actually dealing with, because I know my Divine Soul Tribe is a big collective, right? I know there's a few of us, and my numbers, they're growing. They're growing. I will reach who I'm supposed to reach, and the numbers grow daily, yeah? Now, it makes me wonder how many of these counterparts are actually in that kind of knowing, that have them kind of capabilities, those gifts. Well, we've all got the gifts, but it's how we use them, how we tap into them. Most of us are basic kitchen wishes. Like, go to the kitchen, we can make a little thing to heal ourselves. I mean, shit, I make my own deodorant. Body butter, lip balms, toothpaste. You're sick? Oh, I've got something for that. I'll go in the kitchen, I'll sort that out. You're not feeling it? Oh, I've got something for that, I'll sort that out. All kinds of different things in there. Yeah? So, I'm a kitchen witch. I've always been. It's just tapping into everything else. Not that it's that difficult, because it's already in us. It's just unlocking everything, isn't it? That's what it's about. That's what your passed over loved ones are here for. To oversee this. Because listen, it's all about this. Everything's being unlocked right now. That's why you can't be held back by no confusion or nothing. You've got to keep your energy space clear. Get some cards on this, don't I don't know if I want to get that dinky deck. I'm only going to get a couple of cards. I'm not going to go into it. So I've got to go to the dark corner because of them clowns. It does make me wonder though, because the thing is, we are a powerful collective of twin flames. We are. Not that the other twin flames aren't powerful, because they are. They're very powerful in their own right. Yeah, and I'm not taking that away from anyone. But different waves have different jobs to do. Yeah, they have different paths to follow. And if, like the 144, we're here to break generational curses. That's not an easy feat. Those generational curses come with some very serious dark attachments. Telling you that now for free. right? Four of Wands. Yeah. So the Six of Wands, victory. So we are all going to have magical powers, magical gifts. We just need to tap into them. Right? Now, like I've been saying, some of you, oh God, secrets exposed. I think what's done in the dark comes to light, which is the video that I done back in February sometime. That I got dragged out of my bed for at 3:30 in the morning. That you can't tell me that's just a couple of people here and a couple of people there who were born into them families. That's a big group of masculines that were born into those families, and they would have always been tapped into that source energy, whether they're using it for the dark or the light or not. They would have always been tapped into their gifts, always. That's the thing. We've all got free will. Well, they're in regret and remorse. They're using it against you. Full moon. But you're independent now. You're independent because you're tapped into source energy and your God energy. And you've been transforming. And you've been cutting things out of your life that no longer serve you, that have been holding you back. At the behest of the High Council, you've been guided to do so. And by the time it comes round to this full moon, you will have completed that. You shouldn't have people still behind you causing this kind of... That's your person. If they don't get their ish together, this is literally what they're going to be like. I know what that is. They're watching you change. They're watching you grow. They're watching you step into your source energy, your God energy, your divinity, and this is upsetting them. It's killing them. To watch you transform, to watch you grow into your magic. You're not under any illusion anymore about what they're up to, who they are, how deceptive they can be. They've got to be truthful and honest with themselves. Look, because they know if they don't get their ish together, they're going to be left out in the cold. They won't get this warm, fuzzy blanket of love from you anymore because you won't have any for them. Because you won't be under any illusion anymore. And they're seeing that. They know. You've taken a leap of faith, right? You've stepped onto your spiritual path. You're no longer allowing anything to be keeping you in this imbalance anymore. Because you're seeking... karmic justice is coming your way. Yeah? That's from the High Council. They're bringing justice to your life. Yeah? You took a leap of faith. And you stepped into your divinity. Now, the person will come in being apologetic. But be mindful, behind that cup of love is a lot of stress and burdens. Do you want that? Michael Jackson said beat it. If they ain't coming in with this energy, I'm telling you now, you best wait for this one here that is exuding God energy. Who wants an overflowing cup of love that comes attached to that? You have to release all of this to fully be in that energy. You do. Six of Cups. Heal the wounded inner child. Recover. Have the strength and the courage to let go of that pride and ego and walk the spiritual path. Talk about it. Ooh. Right. Death and rebirth. That spiritual ascension. Releasing the ego, the pride and the ego. Why? Because it's your destiny to have a divine relationship, to have a divine partnership. Whether it's the divine the counterpart that you've been sent to do your healing with, or the one that God's going to drop off for you. Either way, these moon cycles, you're in this energy anyway, you know. You're high priestess, so you keep your eyes and your ears open, your mouth shut. Don't be telling them this, don't be telling them that. They should know better. And if they don't get it together by this full moon, this next full moon, oh well. Funky Town. No one wants to go to Funky Town. Listen, I've got to get into it with the witchy stuff. So, because it's getting late. Funky Town. I'm going to get an ancestors card for you guys. That's not them. Ancestors is at the bottom of the deck. Your ancestors are behind you. Family tree. I'm taking that. Right. Expansion and legacy. That's what you're here to do. Expand your knowledge. Yeah? Open yourself up spiritually. Because you've got a family tree to start. You've got a legacy to start. That's what you've got to leave behind for your descendants. You're the beginning. You're the head of your new family line. You're where this family tree starts. You're going to be the centre of that family tree, and then it's just all going to branch from you. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're not saying that you're not going to have your, your current family members in there. You will, because there'll be, offshoots from you. But you and your divine counterpart will be at the centre of that tree. Look. Can you see? Can you see it? Can you see it? Right. With that, I'm off. So, I'll see you over at the dark corner if you care to join me there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Would love to have you in the Divine Soul Tribe, YouTubers. And actually, Facebookers, why are you not over there subscribing to my YouTube anyway? Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. So, until next time, stay divine.